Alright, welcome race fans to OCCRA 2018 Round 3, Pleasant Valley Farms. I'd like to thank Randy Owens, the owner of the property, for letting us come out and ride and have a good time on this amazing property. Right here, I'm standing in the start line. We're going to have our scoring trailer back there. We're going to have trackside supply trailer right there. We're going to have all of our parking out here. You're going to come in from that way. If you would, kind of come on down a little bit before you turn in, and it's nice and flat. Be courteous about your neighbor, and let's try to get everybody to park in there. Up to the front, we're going to have some overflow parking, but we really don't want to use that if we don't have to, because it's quite a ways away from the start line and all the action. We're going to give you a track preview here. You couldn't ask for a better day. And well, without further ado, let's get it on. Always letting faster riders pass you whenever you hear them come up behind you. That's just good track etiquette. I got Brock in front of me here so that if he makes a wrong turn, I can make a right turn and hopefully not confuse you guys. This race is going to be next weekend. That's about April 8th weekend, I think. 7th and 8th maybe. I want to give a thank you to Central Plains Cement Company. They are our race title sponsor this round. And you guys might look them up. We'll have a link on our Facebook page. Check them out. If you ever need anything done, be sure you give them a call. If they can't help you, they can point you to somebody who can. So we've had a little venue change at the beginning of the year. We swapped rounds 1 and 2, but it was a really wise decision because it helped round 1 landowner out, and it really helped the track at round 2. And that was the main reason for the flip-flop, was because of the round 2 was too wet. So this weekend would have been perfect to race this track. And I say that because I drive a full-wheel drive. Next weekend, hopefully, we can still have a race here. The track really is just perfect. It's a brand new track. We've never raced it before. The land, the lay of the land with the elevation changes. You got a few rocks here and there. And we came out I think it was in January. And David Brown picked the coldest day of the year. It was like 15. The wind chill was maybe like 12 or, I don't know, negative 40. And we were out here all day. Then it started to snow. Had a good time though. But looking through all this stuff, looking through all this vegetation, you couldn't see through any of this. They had a big fire come through about 3 weeks ago, maybe 3.5 weeks ago. So we're going to be relying on a lot of honesty from racers, because obviously you guys can see through there, you can see a straight line through there, but you guys really need to stay on the track. David Brown has spent countless hours on this track getting it to, alright, right here's the hard easy line, right there's the hard line, right here's the easy line. The hard line will pay off a little bit for you because we loop right back around to it, and right there it is. So it's a little shorter, but like I said, it's the hard line. It's kind of a steep in and a steep out, completely doable. And if you need to make a pass, I think we've got about 4 or 5 hard easy lines on this course. And like I said, David Brown's done an amazing job, and I just want to encourage you guys to race the course that he's laid out for you. And we're going to give you guys a little bonus. We're going to give you a little incentive. The incentive is, if we catch you cutting an arrow, and we're going to have this thing arrowed pretty good. If we catch you cutting an arrow, we're going to penalize you 5 minutes. If we can prove that you cut an arrow without a doubt twice, you lose a lap. And if we can prove without a doubt that you cut an arrow 3 times, you will be disqualified. And I hate giving out penalties. And as my loppers, I gotta remember to keep them. Gotta come back out and get them. I really hate handing out penalties, but we gotta do what we gotta do. We really relied on that vegetation to hide all of the alternate lines, or the cheat lines, or the shortcuts, or whatever you want to call it. And that fire just came through and really cleaned up the property. It really did a good job for the property, but not so much for the way we had it laid out. So what we're going to do is, we're all going to come out, we're going to have a great time, we're going to follow the arrows, we're going to stay on the track, we're going to have a blast. So, man, he's kind of pushing me a little bit, making me get short of breath. But I want to send a shout out to all the 2018 officers. You guys, I really encourage you to become an officer before you get out of the racing scene. It's really rewarding, it's really fun. You get to really just learn a lot of behind the scenes stuff that normal racers don't ever know about. Plus you get to come out and ride for free, which I think we spent about 6 hours trimming this morning already, so it wasn't completely free. But anyway, back to the officers. We got Anthony Standard, 2018 president. So far, he's doing a great job keeping us all in line. Then I'm your 2018 vice president, Cole Williams. Then we have Benny Darnell, track director, or race director. You got David Brown, track director. Wesley Darnell, work director. Sarah Casillas, sponsor and contingency coordinator. You got Mary and Russell. They are the mini directors. We got Shane Apple as the touring director. We've got J.R. Stokey as the marketing coordinator. Then we have Drew Richardson as data analyst. We got Nick Tomia running the touring trailer. And I gotta really hand it to Nick and Shane. Man, they've gone through a lot. They hit some real adversity. Nick broke his leg. Shane has some heart problems. Yeah, like this isn't just everyday stuff that these guys are dealing with, and they still choose to give back to OCCRA. So that's just I think another level of dedication that those guys have, knowing that they can't show up and race, but they're still gonna make it where we can all race. That's pretty awesome. So I think you've noticed, I mean, if you're still listening, if you haven't turned your sound off, I think you've noticed that there's quite a few elevation changes. And so far we haven't had too many rocks. We'll have a few, but being the first race at this location, I mean, there's rocks like that, but they're just not as many as some other tracks we go to. Whoop. Wrong gear. On this track, on this place, we have 3 tracks. We have a shortened long course track for the women and youth short course quads. Then we have the mini track for the mini bikes and mini dirt bikes. And then we will have the long course track, which is the video you're seeing right now. You'll have this for the 3 long course races. This track really flows really well. Like I said, guys, follow these arrows. Before this fire come through, there's no way you could have even thought about driving straight through that area back there, but now you can. So really watch them arrows, really pay attention, come out and have a good time. If you outrun somebody, he took the hard line, I'm going to take the easy line. So I think that's 2. I think there's a couple more up here. This property is just awesome. Oh, I need to tell you guys about Friday on getting here. Do not get here before 3 o'clock. The gates open at 3 o'clock. The road coming into the property is pretty much a 1.5 lane dirt road. So don't get hung up on it, don't block traffic. Get here at 3 o'clock. The reason why you got to get here at 3 and not any before is the gates will not open until 3 o'clock. So So if you get here before 3, go over, and I think David Brown said that you gotta try the Arby's. No, I'm just kidding. David Brown's really thick today. And then he can't pinpoint it. There's another hard line right there. That one is a major advantage point because this is a long way around. And you come out right there. Okay. This track probably has quite a bit of high speed on it. It really flows really well. Less rock. We didn't really make it very tight. And the technical part of it comes basically straight from the elevation changes. We trimmed as high as we could for these bikes. I think we did a really good job of trimming. So hopefully we don't have too many face flappers. Now, it's funny that I say that because we're about to get to the point where we finish today. So there actually might be some face flappers that you see here in a minute. But hopefully, 2 lines here. You can go that way or you can go this way. That way is a little rougher, if you can believe it. That way is a little more technical. Now here is a tree that we cut down. We will probably end up going along that ridge, and I tell you what, I'm gonna make that call right now. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna come down in here and pop up right here, up some rock, and right across there. That's the track. Brand new. You guys are the first to see it. Brock don't even know about it because he went the right way. But that right there is the track, because we've got a huge tree down there and a bunch of barbed wire, and we just don't want to get anybody hurt, and nobody brought a chainsaw. So, you guys see it first on the old track preview. If for some reason you don't bring any food, don't worry about it. We got Big Blacks out. Big Black's barbecue. Gonna be, I think his specialty is some pulled pork. That's my favorite anyway. We got a little flat tracking right here. You guys can really get on the gas and open up them sport quads. But I'm gonna try to pass you. So don't be lollygagging through here. It's nice and smooth. Guys that are in sport quad will probably be able to drift around that and have a good old time. Man, we come through here with machetes and loppers and shears. And I mean everything. And we cut a path about 6 foot wide. It shoots that fire come through and cut a path 50 foot wide. We got a little bit of trimming to do through there. Got to remember this bike stand up a lot higher than a four-wheeler. Trying to think if I forgot any officers. I'm probably going to be in the doghouse if I forgot one. Man, the moisture in the ground today is just, it's perfect. I wish we could have raced today, but I know we couldn't have because the parking area is a little bit soft right now. And I'll be honest with you, if it rains too much more, this rain will have to get pushed back to the rain date. That parking area out there is super flat, super nice, but it's right now today they got 3 inches of rain about 4 days ago, and it has not had time to dry out yet. So I really hope it dries out by next weekend. This is an amazing place. And I don't know what it'd be like if all the grass grows back, by June, by the rain date in June. But I know right now it's just perfect. You guys will be railing these corners. I gotta thank Russell Dowdy for coming up here and laying out this mini track. You guys won't get a preview of that mini track. We've run out of time today, but I don't have to see it to be able to tell you guys that you're in for a treat. I think it's got some a little bit tighter. I think it's a little bit tighter than the long course track. Right here's where the women's track is cut off and rejoins the long course track. You see the pink arrows? Women's short course and youth short course quad. You guys follow pink arrows. Your track is about 3 miles long. I believe simple course markings by David Brown. But I believe, I don't know, we'll just look at the GPS when we're done here. GPSing this track for like the 4th time. If any of you guys feel like coming out to get a little seat time, that's kind of how we reward people that come out and help us build tracks. Is you get to come out on properties like this and really ride it before anybody else. Get you a little leg up on the competition. You know, getting to ride it a little bit earlier. We let everybody practice before a race, so come on out and practice if you want to. Don't be cutting these corners now. Oh, we have a lot of hunters out here. And when I say a lot of hunters, I mean they hunt everything. They hunt deer, they hunt turkey, they hunt pigs. I mean, they hunt everything. And I was told that they have, like, I want to say close to 50 trail cams, and we've kind of mentioned to them to point them in certain directions along the trail. Like if they see arrows, they might point them for the weekend, and they're going to huh? Okay. Yeah, Dave Brown's cooler it's dead. We gotta push start him. But anyway, these racers, these hunters said that oh, this is a fun piece right here. Something to slow you guys down a little bit. You guys have been going wide open for a while. This right here is just fun. Put a little technical point in it. And I seen you see a pink arrow right after that. I really don't think the women do that down part, but they sure might. And if they do, they can handle it. But anyway, back to the trail cam. Those hunters said that they will send us all of the pictures of four-wheelers and dirt bikes on them trail cams. So I was like, heck yeah, you know, we could just put through pictures and see if anybody went on the wrong side of an arrow. That's gonna be sweet. Because if you race on a 5-mile track and everybody else races on a 6-mile track, then you can't really tell if you're faster than them or not. So coming back over here, we are about to the end. Right there is going to be a very hard but very rewarding hard easy, and right there will be another one. You can go down and come up that if you want to. And then over here, I think if you've seen the bridge, you can see it from here way over there. But anyway, David Brown built this bridge that'll hold the semi, and we're going to lay it right down in here. So this right here get rutted up and you guys don't get stuck. But you're going to add a good probably 10 seconds if you go that way. So the other ways are doable, but they are harder. Alright, so that is the one lap of Pleasant Valley Farms, round 3 of OCCRA. I really hope y'all come out, have a great time, and have fun, be safe, and good luck to you. We'll see you in a couple weeks. We'll see you in 1 week. How about that? Okay guys, I'm on 71st Street. You're going to come in from this way off 97 if you're coming from Tulsa. I'm not 100% sure on the directions if you're coming from Oklahoma City, but you're going to come down 71st Street and the address is going to put you right here at this gate. But that's not where we want to go in. You'll pass all the Christmas trees. By the way, this is bonus footage. You guys normally don't get this. You'll turn in here. You're gonna see all this right here. Now this will be overflow parking only, and this is only for overflow, only if we can't fit you in up at the main parking, because this is a ways away from the actual track, and you're a little too far away from everything. As with every round, please stay off the equipment, stay off the tractors, don't climb on the tanks, don't mess with the fuel tank. And over here we got some pigs. Do not pet the pigs bite. You got Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, Rudolph, and Rudolph 2. But they all bite, so don't pet them. You're going to keep coming along this road. Got a little bit of a low water crossing. Hopefully next weekend that will not have any water in it, because if it does, we might not be here. This is more Christmas trees. Do not park in the Christmas trees. And this is a field right here that he has plowed up, and he's ready to plant trees. He's ready to plant other things. We do not park in that. So right here, as you're coming up, and you see these two big trees, and these two big trees straight across to the telephone pole, you do not park left of that. There's a little bit there, but you do not park left of that. All of this out here is parking. It's nice and flat. You're going to come right over here. You're going to come all the way down. You need to go at least to the telephone pole, and that's where it gets really flat. You guys can turn in there. And remember, be courteous to your neighbor. Park close to each other. Make sure there's room for everybody. We really don't want to use the overflow parking. And thank y'all very much. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video. I hope I gave you guys some good information. And now I'm headed back out to rescue Dave. See y'all later.